Hey everybody, it's Eric again, and today we're going to try and wrap this guy up here where we left off yesterday. This is mostly done. I'm going to try and get my Dremel tool out maybe and get up in these little crooks and crannies, nooks and crannies up in there. There's still a couple little spots of crud up in there. If not, I'll have to hand sand it, just put some paper up in there or something. Not quite sure. I have to go over the whole thing with the DA with 80 grit, put some rust treatment on it, get that clean, and then it's ready for primer. Depending on how long all of that takes, we'll get it primed today, and if things go really well, I'll go ahead and prime the bottom of the car here. It's been waiting for primer for a while, but we will take it one step at a time and see how things go here. So I was able to get up inside those holes decently with this little wire wheel on the Dremel. It was pretty sweet. I'm still not perfect up in there, but pretty close. Let me show you where it is. So you can see up in these. This is the one I was showing on the video yesterday. You see it looks a lot better now. It's still not perfect, but I went through with the Dremel and then tried to get some sandpaper up in there. It's not easy, but I tried. So the bottom part here is done, I think, sanding wise. And I'm working my way across here. That's done over there. So just this piece left here. And then we're going to put the rust treatment on it. But I'm taking a break because I'm tired. Alright, this is what we're using for our rust treatment. This is just, good old phosphoric acid plus some other goodies. I've been using this stuff just specifically because it doesn't say you have to rinse with water when you're done after that horrible experience I had with that. I generally have been doing at least a water wipe off when it's done, but not soaking it in water. Since this is going up inside the roof there, I don't want this stuff running all down inside the panels and stuff, so I'm going to try and be real gentle with this and make sure it doesn't go everywhere, or at least do my best. Alright, I did the phosphoric acid about an hour ago. I've cleaned this off as best I can with water. You can see it still has this haze on it. So I'm going to go over it again with the DA to get all of that stuff off, and anywhere I see it, just sand it off. The DPLV epoxy specifically says not to use over acids, so you got to try and make sure you get this stuff really clean. I've used this stuff before, I haven't had any problems, but I've never had this much stuff left over, so I'm going to give it a good sand. Alright, so this ended up being basically the same thing as the outside of the car, which was I had to sand everything again. I guess when I use the phosphoric acid, if I use a small panel, it's okay, but on big panels it dries too fast or something, and then it just leaves that film behind. Anyway, I think it's good now. I don't see anything in the way of the white residue. Excuse me. Alright, so anyway, what I did, I masked off the back of the car there. I masked off the front of the car there just to try and keep the dust and dirt to a minimum. I vacuumed all of this up, so hopefully this is clean. I mean, it's still not. I just vacuumed this and you can see it's got crap on it. But, whatever. I'm not too concerned about this getting trash in it, but I just don't want it to be horrible. So this is ready to go. And I figured while I was at it, I would go ahead and get the bottom of the car in primer. All the places I was doing repairs. This was a horrible mask job, meaning painful. There's just so many little spots here and there that needed to be primed. But it's ready to go. I kind of taped up to there. Hopefully there's not a lot of overspray going that way because I'm not spraying this way, I'm spraying this way. I put soft edges everywhere here. We'll see how that goes. I'll have to come back later and paint this with the single stage, but for now I just want to get the primer on it. In a couple of days I can put the single stage on. I have 7 days of the window. Alright, anyway, I'm going to wet the floor down here and then go for it. I'll show you where everything ended up today. So I did not try to cover everything up here, so you see some scuffing still. There still has to be a coat of single stage urethane over all of this. So I just tried to cover up all the bare metal spots. I found one place I missed, so I'll probably just brush some epoxy on that. The soft edges worked okay in some places, like right here. Very nice. You can't see what happened there at all. Other places like that, it's pretty hard. I didn't do a good job masking that as I could have, I guess. Like, look at right there. You see that soft edge is perfect. And it's a little harsh right there. So parts of it are good, parts of it are not. But it's okay. I was gonna probably sand that a little bit anyway to smooth it. This all came out pretty nice up under here. It's all done. This is good down here. So this again, oh man, I missed another spot. Always find something I missed. Oh well, I'll come back to that, I guess. Let's see, let's show you the roof. So it's kind of hard to film in here. I apologize for that. Camera's got a lot of dust on it. So it looks pretty good. As I was showing you in the video earlier after the first coat, I got some runs in it. I haven't used that Harbor Freight gun in a long time. I've been using that detail gun for everything, and I forgot just how heavy that thing lays it on. So I was just laying it on too thick. Up here is brilliant. It came out real nice. The top part of the panel was really good. I'm not sure if the camera's focusing right here. Yeah, I think it is. Looks sweet though. So time will tell how well this stuff sticks. I'm not real happy with the way that phosphoric acid cleaned up when I came through and was hitting it with the wax and grease remover, because there's a little bit of water in it. It's waterborne. It just, every time I would try and treat it or wash it with the wax and grease remover, the towel would come back yellow, and then it would start to haze up, and I'd do it again and again and again and again, and that's exactly what happened to me on the outside of the car. I just could never get it clean. But hopefully it's okay. And it is the inside of the roof of the car, which probably isn't going to be an issue, but let me lay the car back down here. Yeah, I think that's a better view. I'd say it looks pretty tasty. So there's some little ripples and stuff in it, but all in all, it came out pretty nice. I'm not going to worry about the runs and stuff in it. It's going to have a headliner, and you're never going to see this ever again. There's a little bit of trash in it, not too much. It came out pretty good. I'm not going to complain. Certainly anybody could see this looks way better than it did before. I stopped at the edges there. I still have to do all of that stuff. So that's coming later, but I can do that once the car's back on the ground, so I don't have to be in a hurry to do that. So we're just about done here. I wish I hadn't forgotten that one spot there. That's really irritating. But I guess I can hit that when I put this guy in epoxy, so if I remember. Anyway, one more thing to cross off the list. Hold on. And I realized the last time I came out here and marked this off, I did it in Sharpie. Oops. Oh well, this is not a Sharpie, so. Alright, we are getting so close, so close. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. It's a little stinky in here, so thanks everybody. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.